creatures doing all sorts of crazy things, there's one group of feathery fellas that stands apart. They've got colors that make your eyes pop, flying skills that'll make your jaw drop, and songs that make you go, hey, that's catchy. So as you've guessed and also seen in the title, we're going to talk about birds in this video. Birds are nothing but a feathery fiesta, nature's way of saying, hey, let's give those land creatures some wing and vibe. Singing in perfect harmony, they're like nature's own boy band. But let's get real here. Birds are not just fancy performers, but actually a class of vertebrate animals known as aves. They're warm-blooded. Yes, they regulate their body temperature just like mammals. Hence, they have 4-chambered hearts to separate the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood and to maintain their energy levels. Birds are divided into a whopping 13 groups. We've got the Paleognathai, Mirandronites, Columbimorphae, Otidimorphae, Gruimorphae, Hodzans, Strisores, Euripigimorphae, Aquarnites, Acetrimorphae, Owls, Horacimorphae, and lastly, Australaves. One feature of birds is that they have toothless beak, which are used to eat food, preening, fighting, communication, and exchange of heat. The beak is actually a modified jaw made out of keratin. Now, let's take a closer look at the fascinating features of birds' wings. The most iconic feature of bird is their ability to fly, thanks to their wings. These paired forelimbs have skeletal muscles, allowing birds to flap their wings and take to the skies. Ever wondered how birds manage those graceful landings? During landing, they stretch out their feet to slow it. Birds have a streamlined airplane-like shaped body to reduce drag while flying. To make flying even easier, they have hollow bones which have air sacs allowing gases to flow around the body. And we can't forget about the feathers. Not only do they add a touch of beauty to birds, but they also serve practical purposes. Feathers, which are made up of keratin, help regulate their body temperature, much like fur does in mammals. It also shields the bird from winds. So in a nutshell, birds have a built-in propeller system, brake system, air conditioning, and even a beautiful armor. Birds lay eggs with a hard shell which prevents moisture from escaping the embryo and allowing oxygen to enter the egg. Now here's an interesting fact. While most birds reproduce through sexual means, some birds like Californian condor are known to reproduce asexually through a fancy-sounding process called parthenogenesis. Moving on, birds are no bird brains when it comes to intelligence because of their large brain-to-body ratio. In fact, they have an above-average intelligence than other animals, with some species having consciousness, tool use, reasoning, and communication, etc. Crows and parrots are the most intelligent of all the birds. But most birds have a poor sense of smell with the exception of kiwis, vultures and albatrosses. The digestive system of bird is very unique. First up, they have a special pouch called crop where the food gets softened and stored. No need for fancy chewing here because birds don't perform peristalsis in their esophagus. They rely on the power of gravity to push down the food. Birds have a 2-part stomach system. In the first part, hydrochloric acid is secreted to make food acidic and kills bacteria, while enzymes like pepsin break down the food. Then in the next part, food gets crushed and rotated. And guess what? Sometimes birds even swallow stones to act as their chewers and grind down that food. In the intestines, things get even more interesting. Bile, pancreatic and intestinal juices work their magic on the food. The villi then absorbs all the goodness in the digested food and sends it straight into the bloodstream. And now let's talk about the evolution of birds, where we'll take a look at how nature's created twists and turns shape these remarkable creatures. From chubby dinosaurs to elegant aviators, birds underwent a total transformation. It all began in the ancient Carboniferous period, when a vertebrate group called amniotes divided into two distinct groups, synapsids and sauropsids. Cynapsids paved the way for mammals, while reptiles and birds emerged from sauropsids. Birds specifically descended from reptilian group called archosaurs, which even includes our modern day crocodiles. In fact, birds inherited numerous features from their dinosaur ancestors, such as feathers and homeothermy. Fast forward to the Jurassic period, Archaeopteryx emerged from theropods. It serves as a key link between birds and dinosaurs as it had many similar characteristics to both modern birds and raptor, showcasing both feathers and wings. However, it had a unique feature, teeth, which is absent in today's birds. Moving forward to the Cretaceous period, a group of birds known as enantiornids evolved. These birds shared similarities with the modern birds, including wings, but they too had teeth. Unfortunately, they went extinct in the extinction event that killed the dinosaurs. Meanwhile, our toothless birds evolved from toothed birds. Most of these toothless birds met their end in the extinction event. However, from the survivors emerged our modern birds. Following the extinction, modern birds diverged into two lineages, Paleognathai and Neognathae. The Neognathae lineage experienced a phenomenon called adaptive radiation, where they diversified and occupied ecological niches once inhabited by predators. One crucial factor that fueled the diversification of birds was the relatively fewer niches occupied by the ancestors. This opened up a world of ecological diversity and innovation for birds, paving the way for their remarkable adaptability and success. And there you have it, the captivating world of birds unveiled. From their fascinating characteristics to their incredible evolution, we have discovered the secrets of these feathered wonders. So next time you spot a bird soaring through the sky, take a moment to appreciate their incredible story behind their flight and the wonders of their evolutionary journey. Thank you.